In 1517, German priest Martin Luther launches a scathing attack on what he considers to be the corrupt practices of the Roman Catholic Church. His actions trigger the Protestant Reformation. Protestant demands for church reform spread rapidly, aided by Gutenberg's new printing press. They are taken up by several European rulers for a mix of political and spiritual motives. Protestantism takes hold in Northern Europe. In 1534, English King Henry VIII breaks with Rome and makes himself head of the Church of England. From its birth, Protestantism is divided amongst a bewildering number of sects and movements, from Calvinists and Lutherans to Baptists, Anabaptists, Moravian Brethren, Anglicans and Presbyterians. Yet Catholicism remains the dominant branch of Christianity. It will now travel to Southeast Asia, alongside Portuguese and Spanish commercial interests. Missionary Francis Xavier journeys across Asia as a representative of the Portuguese Empire. He lands in Goa in 1542, sails to Portuguese outposts in Indonesia in 1545, and reaches Japan in 1549, where Christianity gains many followers. In 1565, the Philippines becomes a Spanish colony and a hub for European trade. Catholic missionaries ensure Christianity is soon the dominant religion. In the early 1600s, Protestants from England and the Netherlands establish colonies along the North American coast. Many are Puritans, seeking religious freedom and the opportunity to build perfect Christian communities. Missionary John Eliot contacts native tribes in Massachusetts, and by 1663 he prints a Bible in their native language. But attempts at conversion have limited success. In the centuries ahead, it is the spread of European settlers that carries Christianity across the North American continent. By the end of the 18th century, Europeans have successfully embedded Christianity across the Americas. In both Britain and the future United States, this century sees several waves of religious revival, known as the Great Awakenings. These lead to the birth of the modern evangelical movement, with its emphasis on scripture and personal salvation. In the high age of European imperialism, Christianity travels to the remaining corners of the globe alongside European settlers and missionaries. In 1788, Christianity arrives in Australia alongside the first British penal colony. The London Missionary Society sends its first missionaries to eastern Polynesia in 1797. Missionary work is largely responsible for Christianity's spread across the islands of the South Pacific. Christianity then reaches New Zealand, where missionary Samuel Marsden preaches the first Christian sermon in 1814. Christian missionaries spread their faith across India, among them the Baptist minister William Carey. Known as the father of modern missions, he translates the Bible into 7 Indian languages. But Christian missionaries are resented by many Hindus and Muslims. This anger contributes to the Great Indian Uprising against British rule in 1857. This is the age of heroic missionaries, men and women who embark on long and dangerous journeys to save souls in far-off lands. Scottish missionary David Livingstone is perhaps the most famous, the first European to reach many parts of Central Africa and to discover and name Victoria Falls. There are others. Adoniram and Anne Judson, who spent nearly 40 years as missionaries in Burma, and Mary Slessor in Nigeria, who learns the local language, Efik, to preach Christianity. In 1884, American Presbyterians arrive in Korea, bringing both Western medicine and Christianity. The new religion takes off. Today, nearly a third of South Koreans are Christian. In the 1880s, European nations begin the scramble for Africa, a colonial carve-up of the last independent African states. By 1914, they have claimed 90% of the continent, bringing Christianity with them. China had so far proved largely resistant to Christianity, with only around 100,000 converts by the start of the 20th century. There had even been a violent backlash against the spread of Christianity, the Boxer Rebellion, with thousands of Chinese Christians killed. But extensive missionary work after 1900 leads to the construction of thousands of churches and around 4 million Chinese converts by 1945. In the 20th century, the rise of communism proves a major threat to Christianity and other religions. Communist governments in the Soviet Union and Central and Eastern Europe dismantle the church and suppress worship. But Christianity proves the more resilient doctrine. When those governments fall, Christian churches re-emerge with popular support. Even in communist China, there are today many millions of Christians, despite tight state regulation. For nearly 2,000 years, the impact of countless missionaries and colonizers has helped to spread the Christian religion across the globe. Today, there are 2.3 billion Christians, nearly a third of the world's population, living and worshipping in almost every country on earth. For those of the Christian faith, another faith, or none, it has incontrovertibly been the most astonishing historical journey.